welcome to or welcome back to No Pants Profits. My name is Richard. I'm coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada, specifically the carport of the Flamingo Hotel, one of the original hotels in Las Vegas. And I'm coming to you on day number 4 of our 72 hours in Vegas. We've got about almost exactly 4 hours until we've got to head back towards the airport. Today was kind of a late start day because this hotness and everything is kind of catching up on us, but we're gonna go. My sister again wants to go to Din Tai Fung again. It's not something we have on the East Coast of the United States. We're gonna go check out our last 3 casinos we haven't really checked out. So that is the Bellagio, the Cosmopolitan, and Caesar's Palace. So I want you to come along with me. We're gonna do a little bit more gambling. Right now, I'm up, but I'm spending some of that cash to do things in Vegas. So I'm down $200 from my cash pile I came with. I'm gonna see if I can make that back today, hopefully. So stay tuned as we continue on with our exploration of Las Vegas, Nevada in 72 hours and see if we can turn 2,000 into more than 2,000 even after our spending. I do want to mention right here at the Flamingo, and every hotel has this, they have a baggage drop-off. If you don't want to carry around your big bag all day before you go to the airport, you can drop off your baggage right here so you don't have to carry it around while you go around. Just tell them what time you're going to be back. They will stack that baggage accordingly. So I'm going to drop my big bags off, and we are going to continue our day in Las Vegas before we head to the airport in about 4 hours' time. Stay tuned. So here's the place we haven't really been yet. This is the Horseshoe. We walked through here. That's where the Las Vegas sign was the other day, but there's a lot of different kind of food and stuff to eat over here, different food shops. It's kind of undeveloped area that they've built up over time. It's in front of the Horseshoe / Bally's. We're just walking over to the Bellagio. But you see in front of the Horseshoe / Bally's, there's all these, this is where Giordano's is, Wahlburgers is. Again, that used to be Bally's, now the Horseshoe. You got a Raiders store. You got Blake Shelton, I think, Old Red, which they have different country music and stuff that's going on in there all the time. So this is the area right in front of the Horseshoe. Interesting area to stop by, but we're continuing this way to go up to the Bellagio to eventually take a tram over to Aria. So we're gonna take a tram over to Aria, and then we shall head towards Din Tai Fung again. But you've got these walkways right here, and a lot of the time you will see one of these not working, and the reason it's not working is actually because somebody gets a Croc stuck in it. I know, I made a whole short about that, but yeah, Crocs are the death of escalators. They haven't found a way to uncrocify escalators yet. Now, we've got the fountains of the Bellagio, which we saw last night. They don't start going off during the day until 3 p.m., so we'll probably catch the 3:30 show over there. That's my goal, is to catch the 3:30 show at the Bellagio to see it during the day. But what we're going to do is we're going to go catch the conservatory in the Bellagio during the day right now, so we can kind of see what that looks like, and then head over to the Aria. And there's actually, so on this side behind me, where Flamingo is, we're just getting out of, so you got Paris, you've got all those, there's a monorail. On the other side, there's actually multiple free monorails that are run by the hotels, but they only connect with hotels that are related to each other. So my goal is, before we take off, we're going to take off to the airport about 4:45. Before we take off to the airport about 4:45, we're going to check out the Bellagio, we're going to check out the Cosmopolitan on the way back, and we're going to check out Caesar's Palace a bit. And then, other than Treasure Island, in less than 72 hours, we've set foot in every casino there. Every casino here in Vegas. That's on the Strip, that's off the Strip, that's to the side of the Strip, and each their own. So we go into the Bellagio, and we head towards the conservatory, which is where all the pretty flowers and stuff are. And it looks like it's outside during the day, and at night, obviously, it does not look like it's outside because it is kind of a greenhouse of sorts. So into the air condition we go. We're not going to leave the air condition until we get to Din Tai Fung in about an hour-ish of time. Stick around. So now we are actually back to a place where we were last night. This is the Bellagio Conservatory. What's interesting is the Bellagio Conservatory looks very different during the day and during the night. So I'm glad we got to see kind of both the day and the night of the conservatory. So let's take a look. This is the Bellagio Conservatory during the day. My sister was confused. She was like, isn't it outside? And the answer is, it is kind of looks like outside when you are here. Let's try and adjust the light, because look how much brighter everything is, because that's the outside sun. So the things here actually change seasonally. So there's like for spring, for fall. I actually didn't even see the frog here last night when we were here. When this opens in Vegas for every season, it's a very big deal. There's usually lines. I literally didn't see the frog last night. But you'll see they've got all these projections, and these are all flowers. It's kind of like Vegas's version of the garden festival in Disney, the food and flower and garden festival. But yeah, this one looks very. This little mountain here looks very Moana-ish. Very much like it's from the movie Moana. Kind of an interesting one there. But yeah, this changes, and the cool thing is, years apart, it's never the same. So across many years, they never actually recycle what's going on here. And I think that's live music there that they have in the conservatory. This is one of the most famous places in Vegas that a lot of people say you have to come see. And again, if you come here as a tourist, you come across a couple months' time, it's never the same twice. Even look at that nice little flower mural right there. But I got a couple more things to show you on our way over to the Aria, so stay tuned, including the world's largest chocolate fountain, a monorail that's hidden in the back of the Bellagio, and some other stuff along the way. Stay tuned. It's actually really funny, and I have no idea how much it actually costs to do, but they have a table that's inside of the balloon here. If you want to scan this, that'll give you reservations. You can do either brunch or dinner in a little table in the conservatory. I'm not going to blow those people too much up, but it's got to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars to do that. But yeah, here's just kind of another overview of all the colors and everything. It really kind of reminds me of like a Willy Wonka's chocolate factory of sorts. Every time I come in here, it's like the first time you're going in, the first time they go into Wonka's factory and they realize that, the river's chocolate. I'm just waiting for some Oompa Loompas to pop up. Every time I come here, I go, Oompa Loompa, Doompa-dee-doo. I've got a special puzzle for you. Just saying, Doompa-dee-dee. But, yeah. Interesting little layout in the conservatory there. Now, right off of the conservatory, so you'll see the conservatory behind me. Right off the conservatory, there's this really weird path. And there's some interesting stuff back here on this weird path. What they've got over here is the world's largest chocolate fountain. Maybe that's why I get the Willy Wonka vibes from, is this is the world's largest chocolate fountain right here. Guinness Book of World Records. Hanging out right here. It's got all three different types of chocolates. You got milk chocolate, you've got dark chocolate, and you've got white chocolate. And it goes up there, but yes, it is the Guinness Book of World Records chocolate fountain. This is the world's largest chocolate fountain. That might be why I get the Willy Wonka vibes over here. And just saying. But yeah, right next to there. And I want to show you past the chocolate fountain in a minute. There is a free tram that will get you over and down the strip a little bit. So I'll show you that in just a minute's time. Here's what's cool. If you go past where the conservatory is and the chocolate fountain is, you go behind it, there is actually a tram that will get you over to the Aria, to the Cosmo, to everywhere like that. So we're going to take the tram over to the Aria and maybe go to this Din Tai Fung again, the same place we went for lunch yesterday, because unfortunately I'm not driving. What I mean by I'm not driving is I don't really choose what happens. So this is kind of showing you a best of, showing someone in Vegas that hasn't been here since they were 10 years old. My Vegas tours that I've shown you other times have been very different. You know, we've done shows, we've done all those other things like that, but this is somewhat of a different look at Vegas. So yeah, you got a hallway like this. It'll look like you're going nowhere, but you will eventually see something that says Aria tram. See, escalator to Aria tram. You take that escalator up, and there's a tram that will get you to the Aria, the shops at Aria, the Bellagio, and I think the Cosmopolitan or the Vidara. Oh, no, the Park MGM. It takes you between the Bellagio, the Park MGM, and the Aria. And it's a free tram, doesn't cost anything, because guess what? They're all owned by MGM, and MGM now even owns the Cosmopolitan, which is in that bunch. Just like Caesars owns one side of the street up to a point, they own the side of the street going from Harrah's all the way to Planet Hollywood. Caesars owns. This is a nice long MGM strip. So if we wanted to go, we got time. You know what? Let's go to the Cosmo instead. So you can take the tram. We'll definitely take the tram back later. But for now, let's go check out the Cosmo and Vidara Hotel, because we haven't been to the Cosmo yet. And we've got an hour till we got to be over where we need to go. So why not go ahead and check out the Cosmo. See you at the Cosmo. So we're in the Cosmopolitan now, and what's kind of cool is they have some unique stuff here, like these old cigarette vending machines, which actually vend art. So that's kind of cool. And then they have these weapon-like things that look like they're from Despicable Me. Realistically, it looks like a Despicable Me weapon of some sort. But yeah, I'd say this is the, I guess the way to put it is this is the funkiest of the hotels on the strip. There's probably Virgin is a little more funky off the strip, but let's just see. I don't know this hotel super well. Let's see, Boulevard Pool, bars. I'm looking for the casino. Oh, no, down one. Towards the casino, because the casino's got some interesting stuff here. I will tell you, on the weekends when this place is at capacity, they're kind of checking who comes in here that it's just hotel guests. This is a young, very, this is the young people who smoke hotel, or who vape hotel. Much like the MGM Grand is for non-smoking. This is the smoking section, but the chandelier and a lot of stuff that's on the casino floor here is actually pretty damn cool to look at. Trying something here. We've got a bet here. We're at the where is this? We're at the Cosmo. Hopefully, if we hit something on one of these lines, we should get a nice payout. For some reason, it wouldn't let me bet certain bets here, which is kind of weird. But I have a $150 bet across all kinds of stuff. And let's see what this does. Essentially, we only lose on a 0-0-0 here. We'll see how much we lose. Yeah, let's see. It wouldn't let me bet. Let's see where we're at. Come on. There we go. No. There we won. We won $75. Wow. More than $75. Well, shit me. I put in $500 and now I'm at $605. So that was $105. You know what we do there? How is that even possible? Yeah. Last bet 150, last spin 255. Yeah. I just won $105 in one spin. Time to walk the hell out of this casino. Well, that's all I'm saying. That was a nice hit. Hey-yo. Hey, you know what? I like the Cosmo. Single biggest hit so far of the trip. Put in $500. $105 in one spin. I've got some video from my camera glasses to kind of show what's going on. I got to cash out this ticket, and then we will head over to the Aria. But it's really weird that bets are restricted in very strange ways. I do have to actually note that I wasn't able to play the way I wanted to there. But I got lucky because I had the money and it hit on the right column. But it was so strange that I couldn't actually bet what I wanted to bet there. So I'm gonna have to play with that system. It's a new roulette system that someone literally sent me this morning to try out. But for right now, I gotta turn this piece of paper for $605 into some dead presidents with $105 up. And I'm just gonna make another $100. And then I got my 2,000 plus everything I spent amounts to zero, because I'll explain at the end, I took all the airline tickets out and everything like that out of the cash pile as I won it. So, we shall see. Let me get this cashed out and into something usable, and we'll move on to the Aria. So we're leaving the Vidara, which is not much to walk through, and there's a piece of art out between the Vidara and the Aria. They say that's art. I don't know about you. Can you see it? That's all I'm saying. Can you see it? Also kind of an interesting one. We're here at the Aria, and there's a giant Buddha that kind of looks like me with my clothes off now. And you see people are putting things for good luck. They're putting an orange. I'm not touching anybody's stuff. Coin, some flowers / weeds. Coins from all over the world, actually. Candy. And these are luck offerings. But unless you play with a strategy that gets your losses back over time. Remember, the house always wins, regardless of whether Buddha is happy or not. The house always wins. So, yeah. No matter how much you like that Buddha or don't like the Buddha. We're back at the Aria. We did not come in this way. We came in the tramway last time. So, this is a little bit different than the tramway. But we're going to go ahead and maybe play some roulette real quick while we wait for our Din Tai Fung reservation for the second day in a row. Because look, I'm here on not my own time this time, but next time I come back. Oh, and the last 2 times we've been here, you know, I've been kind of on my own time and in charge of where we're going, but I'm taking my sister around this time, so it's slightly different overall. Catch you at Din Tai Fung, or maybe on the glasses, because I got some time to gamble before. Again, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go even again. I don't know why I'm feeling even, but I'm feeling even. 540 is where we're at. This is actually in a very, very abbreviated time frame here. I mean, if you look, it's been like 4 minutes. We've made $40, hopefully $50 in 4 minutes. That'd be a very nice win. Come on, give me even is what we're looking for. Again, remember, past has nothing to do with the future, and no 0 and 00 are not even numbers. I wish they were. That's the house edge on this game. Come on, anything even. It looks like an even number. No, 31. So again, what we're going to do, we're just going to repeat it. I might even bring it over to odd. There. And we'll see. But our goal is to get that up to 600. Then we can count out our $2,000. And we didn't win, we didn't lose anything, we spent a lot of cash, we had a good time in Vegas, the hotel was free, and I'll explain the logistics. I took money out when the air flight came and when everything else came like that I could put on a credit card. I took cash out and put it in another bag that was not my wallet, because that's how you do it. We had a couple misses with those blacks there, so we're actually going to raise it up to a $40 bet there, which should get us back to 540 if we had to. Just kind of show you how you can recover from this if you needed to recover from this. So hopefully we get a red here. So that'll bring us back up to 540. Slow and steady wins the pace. Don't get and there is a physical wheel. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't get greedy. Red. There we go. That looks like red to me. There we go. 520. 560. Sorry, my mistake. 560. All right. Let's chase this again. We want to get up to 600 in the next 8 minutes or so before we got to go have lunch at Din Tai Fung. Then we can count out all 2,000 of our dollars. And didn't win anything, didn't lose anything, didn't go to the ATM, didn't do anything like that, and just spend some cash along the way. All right, so we are at 570. Again, let's see. Odd number, odd number, odd number. Again, the history doesn't mean anything, but let's go ahead and put even. So that'll get us up to 580 if it wins. And hopefully we can get to 600 in the next few minutes, and then we will count out all 2,000 of our initial dollars and take them back with us to the airport very gleefully, because we went to Vegas and we didn't lose anything. That's the goal. Go to Vegas, don't lose anything. We're not getting any comp stuff here. I generally play at a Caesars property near me. This is MGM right now. This is where I've got to be for the Aria. Black. Ooh, no good.
The winning number is 17 black on.
Again, we'll
Place your bets.
We'll go even again, just to get up to that 600 there. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Took a big one right there. Again, we got. Okay. What are we gonna go with? Let's go with even again. Again, we got 2 more until 2 more wins at $10 till we get to 600, and I'm pretty sure we got back our initial 2,000 there. Once we get that, we'll check it in a second. There's another win. We've got 1 more left. I'm gonna stay here with you. Let's go low. So we hit that there, and then we get up to 600, and then here, let's just again, I've been moving cash. I've not gotten. Let's see where our hundreds end. Our hundreds end there. So in theory, this should be the right number. So 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2. Let's just see if this hits. Come on. Low number, not 0 or 00. 1 through 18. That looks like a 2-digiter. Can't tell what it is. No. Ooh. So close. So close to getting back that initial. And we got a couple hours until we head out of here. I'm gonna double it. Come on. Double or nothing. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Let's get that 1 through 18. Get that 1 through 18. And I'll explain the math of how I moved stuff out each time, because like my airplane tickets I discounted, my food I discounted. I've paid in cash a lot of places you could. There's a lot of places in Vegas of all places, believe it or not, that you can't pay in cash anymore. We're looking for a low number. Looking for a low number. Nope, that's a high number. See this?
Number is 21 red on.
Now we're gonna get a little greedy. Again, let's just check what our maximum bets are. Oh, bet limit's 3,000 there. Well, you could watch me lose the whole bankroll right now in the next 2 minutes, but I'm hoping you don't. I'm hoping you don't. Right now, I just want to get it done with. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on, 1 through 18. Give me something low. Not low, and I don't want a 0 or 00. Just something low. The nice thing is, again, let's let that finish. Again, there is a physical wheel right over there. Give me low. Give me low. That looks high. No, 16? What is it? 36.
Red even.
Woo.
Place your bets.
Let's do it again. If we take a look, the bet limit is so high here. Actually, the bet range is insane here. I can go from 50 cents to $3,000. Which the good news is they can chase for a while. Not too long, but a while. All right, so again, we got the $80 on there. Come on, pays 160. We got 440 in the machine. That'll get us up to 6. Come on, I don't want to be down 60 bucks here. Our next bet's gonna be 160 if this. Come on. Low, low, low. I see 2 numbers. Is that 12? There we go. 520 plus the 80. We're gonna clear the bet. We're gonna cash out. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus 6. That is our initial bankroll back plus I've spent a lot of cash, plus I've got more cash from change and stuff in here to remain the day, plus I've moved cash somewhere else as I've used credit cards. So yes, that is a successful run in Vegas of getting back the bankroll plus spending the bankroll. Let me take that 600 bucks and turn it back into cash. Oh, dead presidents, you know. All right, so about 2 minutes ago, I made back my entire bankroll, kind of paid for the entire trip. I think you saw from my glasses, I don't like filming with a camera, and we are back at my sister's request at Din Tai Fung. So we're back here. She says there's more she wants to try. We're flying out it's 7 o'clock, so it's 1:53 right now. The last place we got left to visit is Caesar's Palace, but I do have to remember as soon as we sit down to go cash out this $600 voucher, because I'd rather have $600 of dead presidents than a piece of paper worth nothing, which, yeah, you know. So, yes, the bankroll is back to 2,000. I've been taking cash out every time. I'm trying to spend cash in Vegas, but when I can't, I've been just moving cash to another compartment in a bag. I'm not going to tell you where I move it. Sorry, to account for anything that needs to be done with a credit card. And I still have my initial bankroll left, and I'm okay leaving Vegas even. Most people don't, so I'm perfectly fine leaving Vegas even. Possibly, likely, the last ticket redemption of this trip. We'll put in ticket. It's in Spanish, but it's okay. Hopefully, he gives me $100 bills. Hopefully, he gives me $100 bills. Then we can go count it out over here on the garbage can. Yes. All right. So, just like I did, we're in the casino here. Just like I did in the airport, and I'll probably do in the airport again. Again, in the front here, in front of the hundreds, that's spending money that's been generated from the hundreds. Let's just count it out real quick. Now, at casinos, one of the few places in the world you can feel safe doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now you might say, hey Rich, how do we know you didn't go to the ATM or do something like that? Honestly, I'm not going to pay the ATM fees. That's just me. I'm not going to pay the ATM fees. But I got my same 2 I originally put in, plus I spent cash everywhere, plus I got some spending money. So you know what? I won in Vegas. No need to play anymore once you've already won in Vegas. We've still got to check out Caesar's Palace, show that to my sister, get back to the airport, maybe go to the MX Lounge. Stay tuned. Still more to go, but for right now, what do you get for winning in Vegas? I like to win in Vegas. It is kind of cool if you watch what's really going on. See, she's taking these little dough balls that are coming in and rolling them out. He is then filling them and weighing them, and then she's then pinching them, and they're putting it in the bucket right there. And it's really quite cool to see that done. It's one of the unique places that they kind of, it's like the, kind of like watching a hot donut sign, I think is the way to put it. We are one table away from where we were yesterday. We have a giant table for 2 people, but not against it. Just saying, we got a giant table for 2 people here at Din Tai Fung in the Aria Hotel. But for right now, I'm gonna go get rid of this $600 ticket and turn it into real cash. Stay tuned. All right, I was making a short, so didn't show you the cucumber thing we got. We also got some spicy noodles. This is the pork shumai, and then we've got some kind of thing under paper. These are dumplings or something like that. Pot stickers. So let me just move some stuff back, and we'll give those pot stickers a try in a minute. So here's an idea. So this is a pork shumai. It's actually got a shrimp in there, kind of taken up there, and you've got the pork down on the bottom. Really interesting little dish right here. All right, so we finished over here at Din Tai Fung. I would say today's meal was actually better than yesterday's because I did some research overhearing what people were ordering yesterday and added some things to the menu. I would say the pork shumai is definitely the thing to get here. That's the best thing on the menu, along with the chocolate dumplings for dessert. Oh, we're gonna head over, see the Bellagio fountain show, check out Caesar's Palace for a few minutes, and then we are going to head back to the Flamingo, pick up our bags, and head back to the airport to head to Phoenix, and then to back to Miami tomorrow morning from Phoenix. So stay tuned, So a bit more to come from today and exploring Phoenix tonight, but that'll be a whole nother video. But we're back more than even for the trip, paid for everything. I ain't mad. So we're on a tram right now that goes between the Bellagio, the Aria, and the oh god, where are we headed? Park MGM, which but we got on going the wrong direction. So I don't think we're gonna make the Bellagio fountains at 3:30. We might make it at 4, but that is life. Yes, that is life.
The next stop is the Shops at Crystals.
And then I'm hoping it goes from the Shops at Crystals and goes back to the goes back to Bellagio after, I hope. All right, and with about 10 seconds to spare, we made it to the Bellagio fountains to see a day show. It's a night show. This is a day show, and we're slightly higher right here. We should still be able to see the fountain show pretty okay from here. Different perspective than we've had from before. Here we go. A raised view of the fountains of Bellagio. And then after this, all we've got left is Caesar's Palace, and we would have visited everything in 72 hours. There we go. And yeah, that's it. That's the daytime Bellagio fountain show. I know we saw 2 nighttime ones last night. I'm gonna figure out where my sister went. We're gonna head to Caesar's Palace, check out Caesar's Palace a little bit, and then we are going to head back to the Flamingo to get going back to the airport. It is 3:36 p.m. Like 1 hour and 10 minutes left of our 72 hours here in Las Vegas. All right, T-minus 1 hour exactly until we head to the airport. The Flamingo is right across the way. That's where we got our bags checked and stored. The last place we really haven't hit up, we went and checked out something outside. My favorite place, the No Pants Burger place. It was already closed last night at Caesar's Palace. And it might be my sister's first chance to gamble on a non-slot machine. They have something that's very simple, very easy game. It's like roulette, well, it's a lot less strategy. So I think I'm gonna let her go ahead and gamble. But you can see Caesar's Palace right there. You wanna buy some cheap water, you can find these bridges for $2. But right now, we're headed into the last place we haven't been. Well, ignore Treasure Island. I only go there when the Mirage tram is open. It's not worth walking to in its own little desert. But every other casino on, off the strip we've hit, including some of the newer ones that we had someone drive us to that was totally not sober enough to drive the other night. But Caesar's Palace we're headed to for our last casino of the trip. And maybe my sister will get to gamble. Stay tuned. And we've made it to our last casino to cross off the list. Caesar's Palace. Let's see if we can find Caesar himself. Usually hangs out, no? Hangs out that entrance there. Oh, there we go. There's Caesar. Let's walk here. Yeah, this and MGM are kind of the original properties of New Vegas. We went to Old Vegas, we went to Fremont Street and all that on the second night, yeah. But this is mainly New Vegas here, where Caesar's just ready to be Caesar, per se. But I am looking for one game that's normally here. It's one of the easiest games in all of gambling. That's not a slot machine, because I don't trust slot machines. So let's see if it actually happens to be here still. Was here back in the day. It is still there. I just don't know if they're running it right now. Get my sister, buy her in, and see how she does there. Right, so it's not open right now, I guess because it's the during the week, but this is the simplest game to play in the casino. You just put down $1 there, and if it lands on the wheel on $1, you get back $2. Put down $2 there, 2 to 1, and you put down $1 there, you get back $3, you get back $5, you get back $10, but it's based on the wheel. Essentially, it's just roulette. That's all it essentially is. Then you just, I think I can do this, spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on. Let's say I was to put it on a 1-to-1 bet right now. Here. Let's say I was to put it on 1-to-1. Oh, come on. Let's see how we end. There are more ones than anything else on this board. Watch, it's gonna hit a jackpot. No. Boom. So that would have won. So I would have doubled my money there on the 1-to-1 bet. It's really that simple. It's like a simplified version of roulette that you can play. They do have a digital version of that game, but I don't really trust the digital version, to be perfectly honest. The digital version is literally right over here. But again, to be honest, I don't really trust that big 6-wheel as much as I trust a human spinning the wheel. Plus you get to play with real chips and everything like that. But we're headed to the Forum Shops just to see what is going on in the Forum Shops right now. That is the big shopping mall that is attached to Caesar's Palace. And fortunately it got a lot quieter now. So yeah, you've got Omnia, which is a giant nightclub here. And you have the, World Series of Poker poker room, which is where they actually run all the World Series of Poker events from, even though Caesars just sold off that brand. But yeah, it looks like they're doing some work on that poker room now. Yeah, they're doing a lot of work on that poker room now. There is no poker room. But that's where they do the World Series of Poker, where the final tables are, everything like that is right in there. But we're headed via air conditioning over to the Caesars Forum shops right here. Just to kind of look around, see what's going on here. And then we've visited everything. And that's the goal. 72 hours. Visit everything. See which way. Forum shops. All right. This is down there is Nourrisette, which some of you might not know the name Nourrisette. That's Salt Bay. Salt Bay is down there. Yeah, let's go to the Forum shops. And then once we get to the Forum shops, we've been to Vegas. 72 hours. Counted our cash, did everything like that. I say we done did good. You know, it's funny, my sister said we haven't been here before. Seems like we have. Yeah, this is Caesars Forum shops. You've got the Venetian and you've got Planet Hollywood. And all three of them look very much alike in the ceiling, but this is Rome. The Venetian is Venice, and Planet Hollywood is just like random Planet Hollywood. But yes, they've got recreations of all the fountains. This is a good old Vegas. The problem is, since we are here on a Wednesday, the fountain show is not happening today because we're here on a Wednesday. Sad, sad. And this is the Forum shops is now, it wasn't when it was built, it was owned by Caesars. Now it's a outsourced Simon Mall. So one of those funny things. But you can see you've got the ceiling above me and everything like that at the Forum shop. So we're gonna walk this nice air-conditioned mall for about 10 minutes, turn around, get out here, go back towards the Flamingo, and get our Uber from the Flamingo to take us back to the airport. Stay tuned. All right, so we have our last Vegas bridge for this trip. We're going from Caesars over to the Cromwell, right over here, and then this is going to take us to the Flamingo, where we will take our Uber, Lyft, whatever's cheaper, back to the airport. We're not fully out of Vegas yet, so I'm not going to wrap up. We got about an hour and a half, or 2.5 hours till our flight leaves. Try to hit up the Amex lounge, see what's going down there, so we can extend our trip in Vegas. Just a drink or two more. Some free food maybe too at the Amex Centurion Lounge, if we can get to it from the Spirit Terminal. That's always a fun challenge in its own right. Down the last escalator here to the Cromwell. Oh, the Bellagio's going off. Right over there, you can see the fountains. Yeah, still going off. As it is now 4:30 and 52 seconds. All right, and we are back at the airport. It is 5:02 p.m. Flight leaves at 7:07 p.m. And yes, we took Spirit. But yeah, I factored out from the winnings from Roulette, factored out the flight cost and everything like that has been flight cost, upgrades to get seats, stuff like that has been all completely factored out. So you're right. My sister's ID doesn't scan, so she's got to get a printed ticket in order to be able to transit through. I forgot that. We've learned that. But we're gonna head up, and I'll get you from the gate or the airport lounge or somewhere like that, just to close up this 72 hours in Vegas right before the 72 hours concludes. Technically, we have about an hour and 20 minutes till the end of the 72 hours, but you know, sometimes airports can be a mess. It looks very quiet today though, so I think we're okay. All right, so it is 5:48, almost 6 p.m. I've got to get the cameras and gadgets packed away, back in the same place we were 72 hours ago. you saw exactly what we accomplished in Vegas. The wild ride we had. The fact that, trying to find somewhere stable. The fact that I still have, and I've not gone to an ATM or anything. Why? Because the fees are too high. I still have, of my initial $2,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Spend cash on some stuff. I'm not going to give out full amounts here, but had some really nice hits. You saw some of those really nice hits on video, that $105 spin and everything like that. But it is time to leave Vegas. 72 hours later, my plane is literally, oh my God, talk about timing. My plane is literally pulling up to the gate right now. And yes, it is Spirit. That's how one spin of the roulette wheel pays for all the tickets. It's one of those things that makes you go, one spin of the roulette wheel pays for all the tickets when you're flying on Spirit. This airline has literally just pulled up. I'm leaving from gate A14, and this has been 72 hours in Las Vegas, Nevada. So as my airline pulls up to take us to Arizona and then back to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, this is Richard from No Pants Profits, showing you 72 hours in Vegas and reminding you that when you wear no pants, the only thing you got left to lose is your shirt. Hope you learned something about Vegas, some tips, tricks, stuff like that, and have a great one. Any questions, comments, leave them below, or nopantsprofits@gmail.com. Bye! And don't lose your shirt in Vegas. Come out with just as much, if not a little bit more, and doing good. Bye!